Hello, my amazing analytical Aquarius. Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your guided healing tarot for the month of November. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And congratulations, Aquarius, because for the previous segment, you guys were last in line, and now you have bumped up to the middle. So thank you. I appreciate all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. So Aquarius, this is what I came up in the cleansing ceremony. We had calling the storm in reverse. So what I was getting here is that there has been some sort of energy in the past where you've really called in some sort of storm, right? Of some sort of chaos. And now you are like, you know what? I do not want to have this storm called in. Whether that is, you know, attracting someone who's bringing chaos into your life or triggering chaos within your own nervous system here. We have the 8 of Earth. So this is Virgo sun. You might be dealing with a Virgo, but in general, right, Virgo energy is very meticulous and it's very detail oriented. And the 8 of Earth is some sort of physical cycle, right? We have 8, which is the number of cycles. And because it's Earth, it has to do with, you know, money, housing, anything tangible you can put your hands on. But it looks like there has been some sort of very detailed, you know, playing in some sort of way, right? Because the clarinet, or to play any sort of instrument, or to play anything or anyone, you have to know exactly how to specifically, right, you know, like where to put your fingers and when to blow, because if you don't know what you're doing and getting the placement exactly where it needs to be at the exact timing, then it just sounds like a bunch of noise, right? To really do something harmonious is, you know, a task here. And with the movie reel here, this is very much like a snake charming thing of how to manifest a particular timeline. Like there is a way to, you know, get your way, so to speak, or someone else getting their way with you and playing you like the reel. So definitely some sort of cycle that has been continuing. And we have Starly call for pals. So I feel like this has to do with you know, pals that you have, friendships that you have. So that's what I picked up in the cleansing ceremony, Aquarius. We are, happy Scorpio season, by the way. We are going to take in the energy to see what cycle you are stuck in, right? Because Scorpio season is all about cycles and transformation and death and rebirth, taking energy from, you know, what it is here and transmuting that energy into something completely different with the shamanistic scorpionic principles. So there really is a lot of transformational energy going on. So we're going to see what cycle you are stuck in, what needs to die in that situation, and what is to be reborn here. So let's see, what cycle is Aquarius stuck in? Colorless angel. So that can be having like a spiritual experience, but not knowing what it is. But whenever the colorless angel comes out, I always take from my angel deck. So there is some sort of angel here. I believe Cancer had that in theirs as well. Let's see for the colorless angel. So if you have Cancer placements, I highly suggest you check it out. Let's see what angels here. 2 of them. Tiferet, which is the heart chakra of beauty, and had the left leg, the angel of submission. So there is some sort of submissive energy and how beauty was perceived by being submissive or putting others into submission in some sort of way is what I'm getting. Let's see. It might be that like the heart chakra had to submit to some sort of standard of beauty, and I don't necessarily mean physical beauty. It's more like the Taurus beauty. You know, we have that full moon in Taurus that's coming up on Samhain on Halloween, October 31st. And I'm recording this on the 28th. So definitely some, you know, heavy Taurus energy, and Taurus is how we value things, right? What value, how our heart values things, you know, that are of worth or of beauty. And I don't think it's just physical aesthetic, even though Taurus is very, you know, based on the physical, right? The 5 physical senses. But there is some sort of submissive energy that got tied to your heart chakra. Let's see here. What's going on here? What's the cycle that is stuck? We have the 1 of air. So this can be about not having communication, about not having a new beginning in communication. There's some sort of submissive energy here. What's the light energy? That like it's pretty to not talk is what I'm hearing. To like just be beautiful and not talk or something. We have Hoot Hoot, Air Slash in reverse, Phoebus using surprise attack, and Persian using fake out. Oof. I mean, we saw that someone was just not being real with you. You know, there was definitely a false mask in the last read that we had. But with air slash in reverse, what I'm getting is that air has not slashed through the air, right? Communication has not come in. This is definitely something that is not bringing in a new conversation about this. The air has not been slashed. And as you can see, like, look how nervous Hoot Hoot is because of like this storm brewing in the back, right? Because we knew that there was like calling in the storm, right? And you've decided to not call in the storm because in the past there have been conversations where you get very afraid by this storm that is created. In the environment from this person is what I'm getting. It says, every day it tilts its head in the same rhythm. A long time ago, people raised these Pokemon to serve as clocks. So it talks about, you know, every day and then also a long time ago serving as clocks. So what I'm getting is that this has been going on for a long time. And tilting its head every day, it's like kind of being taught to like what to do every day. And it has to do with like just be quiet is what I'm hearing. Wow. We have Phoebus using surprise attack. So this was definitely a surprise emotional attack here of what happened. Phoebus is kind of like, I mean, I'm just going to say it, kind of like a dopey Pokemon where it's kind of like bloop, bloop, like, you know, just waiting to evolve here. There was some sort of surprise that went on. It says, it eats anything so it can live in pollinated streams and lakes. No one pays any attention to it. I'm very sorry. There is some, yeah, I'm sorry that you've been feeling this way, Aquarius. So it's like, basically, it's like, no, don't talk. You know, no one is going to pay attention to you. It might be how you feel about yourself, right? In your heart. Like, do you think that you are beautiful inside and out? If the answer is no in any way, right, then it doesn't matter what you're eating, right? Like, you can live in pollinated or polluted water, right? In poisonous water and poisonous emotion. So it looks like you've been just kind of like swimming in not so great emotions, not so great water, and just really avoiding some sort of, you know, speaking up is what I'm getting. And we have Persian using fake out. So what I'm getting is there was some sort of like, you know, someone kind of tricked someone here, you know, in communication. It's kind of faking out. I always get like, you know, like, I'm going to get you, but I'm not actually going to, you know, it's like when you pretend to hit someone or something. So with Persian here, we have cat spirit coming up as well, which is very like sneaky and sly. I mean, I'm sure all of you know cats. It says, its lithe muscles allow it to walk without making a sound. It attacks at an instant. So it looks like there was definitely some like sneaky energy of like just attacking, and that has caused some sort of storm in the past. And you're just like, well, that was a really big shock and I don't want to talk. What's the shadow here? But there's some sort of submission involved here. We have trainer using maintenance. So what I'm getting about this submission Trainer indicating the other person. I really did feel that this is like a specific person that you are avoiding. It looks like they're working on something, but it's like you might be stuck in the shadow of just having this other person work on it, where, you know, you're still drinking the negative emotions, where it's like, you know, you need to be working on this too and evolve so that you're not just bottom dwelling in these emotions here. Yeah. Whew. Aquarius. Let's see what needs to die in this situation. Coming out stuck, we have envious gluttony and addicted. So it looks like there is some sort of, you know, like being addicted to envy somebody else or want something that someone else has, or, you know, gluttony can be an overindulging in anything, right? Whether it's, you know, alcohol, drugs, food, sex, whatever it is. There definitely are some addictions that you've been stuck in where you've been very, very envious and gluttonous that, yeah, that's been keeping you stuck. Because sometimes when you see someone that they have something more than you, sometimes you're like, well, you know, I need to prove to myself that I have enough. You know, whether it's food or drink or escapism, any sort of addiction that you have here. Let's see. What is this envious gluttony? Queen of Fire in reverse. This is Aries energy in reverse. So this is like a really high order divine feminine energy when it comes to love, lust, passion, intensity. Really high sexual energy here as well, being Aries. You know, the Queen of Fire, she doesn't need anyone. She can, you know, F herself real good, and she doesn't care if people are watching, right? So what I'm getting is like the sexual sufficiency energy here. Whew. There's been some sort of like envious energy of maybe how someone else owns their sexuality or something like that. Or someone is very envious of you, and the way that they act out on it is trying to get you to submit by not giving you communication. Whew. What's the light energy? Yeah, there's definitely someone else here. So we have Charmeleon. For some of you, I feel like a lot of cross watchers are in this. I'll just tell you, because I really feel the energy is going both ways, to be honest. We have Charmeleon using call for support and trainer Pokemon Center lady. So it looks like what needs to end is there is someone who, when it comes to their fire here, you know, they are trying to call for support by somebody else who maybe thinks that they, like, that they can fix you, they can help you. Like, Pokemon Center lady is definitely, I mean, her name is Nurse Joy, right? So I always take it as like a doctor or a professional that works with joy of how to, you know, yeah, how to get joy. So it's like what needs to end is for you to stop thinking that you can always go to this person to bring you your joy or to bring you your satisfaction. It's very much, you know, yeah, there's some sort, like, they are definitely working on something here, but it's like not okay to just ask them for support or for them to be continuously calling support to you, you know, to give them joy. You know, I'm really feeling these energies going back and forth, Aquarius. It says, my precious friend who is always with me. I have so many things that I want to tell you. So this could be someone that you grew up with, but what I'm getting is that you kind of are always with each other, in terms of like where's in your heart space or something of that nature. But even though you're always with them, you know, it's not okay for them to constantly calling you for support, or, you know, you constantly calling them for support, especially when it comes to this divine feminine sexual energy, which is the creative energy, right? So someone might be really, you know, envious, or, you know, and addicted to your sexual energy, your creative force, your Kundalini energy. And they might call in for you to bring them that energy. It just needs to be cut off. What's the shadow here? Dark energy. Yeah, this is dark energy of someone feeding off of you, where they're taking creative potential away from you by consistently being like, hey, like, either you need me to bring you joy, or I always need help sort of things. It's just, but it looks like you're not calling in the storm anymore. But yeah, what needs to end is some sort of like, you know, either thinking that you can fix them or they can fix you. That joy is reliant on, you know, the stimulation, you know, electrical neuronal stimulation that you guys give each other. Joy has to be something that you have on your own, because this is definitely some pretty dark shadow work that you are going through. All right, let's see what needs to rebirth here. Going right to the Charmeleon, and the trainer Pokemon Center lady says alone in the world, coming out stuck. So definitely, you know, feeling like, again, this sort of independence. When it's alone in the world, I don't feel like it's like, oh my God, I'm alone in the world. No, like, honestly understanding that it's you, it's always been you. You know, you're the only person that you're born with, and you're the only person that you die with. That it's definitely, you know, okay to feel not codependent. And it feels like that's what this is some sort of codependency, or some sort of, you know, either professional or, you know, someone that you're reliant on for some sort of joy here, instead of mastering your own divine feminine, creative, sexual passion potential here. And yeah, this is definitely a pretty big shadow thing that you have to go through, to just be like, okay, it's just me now. Like, I'm not addicted to anyone's energy, and I'm not letting anyone feed off of me. Again, I'm really feeling both these energies. I do welcome cross watchers, but wow, there's a lot of you. All right. Let's see here. Alone in the world, coming out stuck. Let's see what is to be rebirthed here. So I'm really just feeling getting off the reliance when it comes to this fiery energy here. We have the Two of Earth. So the way that the divine feminine goes towards the divine masculine and surprises them, how they physically surprise them, is really, you know, what can be revolutionized here. The way that union is made can really, really be revolutionized. Two of Earth, again, it's like two people coming together, and this person is all over the place for you, Aquarius. So, you know, this is Jupiter, Capricorn Jupiter. So Jupiter having to do with all things, you know, travel and philosophy and culture, and luck and abundance is also there with Capricorn. And Capricorn is patriarchal forces, divine masculine forces, social structures, wealth accumulation, public life, your career, how you make money in order, like a career that you use in order to make money. So how these two things come into union when it comes to you and this person can be completely changed here. You're being asked to allow this to rebirth. Allow the way that the divine feminine, you know, grabs life by the balls can be a pleasant surprise. It doesn't have to always be like, woo. What's the light energy? Yeah, I was hearing like, but it's still okay to be self-sufficient and to learn that, yeah, it's really only you. And when you go towards someone, to not be as serious is what I'm getting. We have Chimchar using Ember. coming right here, because someone is definitely burnt here is what I'm getting. With Chimchar, again, it's this fiery energy. There was something that was taken out that really caused a tower moment here. Someone took one of the gears to, you know, the tower that had been being built, and they just grabbed it and ran. It says, the gas made in its belly burns from its rear end. The fire burns weakly when it feels sick. So again, we have the root chakra, right? And the root chakra, besides this, you know, pure creative force, is also, you know, the root chakra is what sustains us. It's what we eat, what we drink, our sleeping habits, and also what makes us feel safe in our environment. You know, safe to grow roots and feel stable. So definitely it's like something has been uprooted, and it might be causing you some digestive issues, because it does talk about, you know, fire coming out of the bum. So this can really be changed here. I'm hearing by, you know, eating a different culture's food or something. Really interesting energy. But yeah, let's see what else, what needs to rebirth here in the shadow. But yeah, someone definitely did get hurt over here, but like the root has to heal is what I'm hearing. We have psychic energy coming out stuck. So it looks like rebirthing, the psychic connection that you have here is meant to be revolutionized. It is. It's meant to be rebirthed here. So it looks like in terms of the light, you know, calling for support and having some sort of dependency or someone depending on you in this way to where it's like an addiction, that's not what is recommended. It looks like building the psychic connection is really where it's at, because there is some, you know, shadow energy that needs to get cleared up here with this person. And it looks like the other person is working on it too, but you may be unwilling to communicate, or maybe they're unwilling to communicate, and, you know, you're the one working on this. Like I said, I really do feel a pretty big juxtaposition of both sides, like very heavily. All right, so Aquarius. I'm not doing an extended for this segment, but I am offering this as my Scorpio season special, which is $33.33. If you are interested, the first 10 to book will get it. So yeah, let's take a look at the yeah, what can help you in this situation. Sorry, I don't know why I just completely lost my train of thought there. We have mirror. Who or what is triggering you? So yeah, I mean, we saw that there was a storm that isn't being called upon, and there definitely has been some storms in the past. And it definitely was a surprise to someone, whether it's you or the other person here, and someone really got triggered, right? And what are the triggers telling you? What are they telling you? You know, who really is triggering you, right? Who controls the triggers? Like we saw that eight of earth, which is that, you know, playing the flute very carefully, right? So this is definitely intentional, but also how are you, you know, controlling your own triggers? We have dance with life, do something to change your energy. Yeah, so it does look like there is some, I mean, there's some pretty dark shadow energy here, right? There's a lot of darkness that you are ending. It is what needs to die, this dependence, this darkness, and it's time to change your energy. Like literally go dance, go have fun, do, you know, good things, do something to change your vibration, move your body. We also have, you know, the full moon here. So you might want to dance under the full moon. It's that Taurus full moon, which is coming up on Halloween, Samhain, like I said. So definitely, you know, go out and dance with the moon and really be rejuvenated by the lunar energies that are going on. Working with the moon is definitely, I mean, it's always a good thing to do. With the Taurus full moon, we're really releasing any really physical blockages, any really, you know, fixed earth sort of things with money and relationships and all the scorpionic energy that's there. It's really, you know, a time to just release things that have been really, really stuck here. So Aquarius, like I said, if you are interested in this spread for yourself, please feel free to email me at SachiTheScorpioServices@gmail.com. The email address will be in the description box below. And as always, Aquarius, I'm sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.